What's going on, guys? It's Dan here. Welcome to another DanQ review. Today we are talking about Borderlands 2. For once, we're actually not doing a super show. Well, actually I do super shows on and off depending how many games I want to review at one time. But we're just going to go with Borderlands 2 for now. Yeah, Borderlands 2, one of the highest anticipated games of the year so far. I don't know how many people went out to go get this guy, but a lot of people did. So before we get into it, let's just go with my summary. Alright, Borderlands 2 is available on Xbox 360, PlayStation 3, and the PC. It is a FPS and action role-playing game. It is developed by Gearbox Software and published by 2K Games. Okay, so Borderlands 2. What do we have to... I don't know, do I want to put it on the ground? Or I'll just hold it, whatever. So Borderlands 2, what do I have to say about it? There's a lot to say. You know, picking up right from the original game, of course. New Vault Hunters, though, however. New characters, that sort of thing. However, it still follows a similar storyline. But let's talk about a few things. Quite a few things, different emotions I have for this game, and I would like to tell them to you. So everyone put this game up on a really high platter, okay? And therefore, it was pretty much expected to make, you know, these crazy reviews or whatever, and just to be like an ultimate game to buy. And once again, they go with the premise on one of the games with the highest. I think this game beat the original Borderlands with the amount of weapons that are in it. Like, it's ridiculous. Honest to God, if you were able to collect all weapons, hats off to you, sir. Because, like, honestly, there's so many weapons. I don't even think that's physically possible to do. But let's not talk about that. Let's talk about the gameplay, substance, quality, that sort of thing. First, I would like to talk about the visual experience. Like Borderlands 1, Borderlands 2 is very similar in the field of graphics. Now, they weren't going for realistic graphics. They were actually going for more of a cartoony, comic book-ish style look, which works for the game really well, just like it did in the original Borderlands, except I think they went a little bit nicer on the detail in Borderlands 2. I've seen the comparisons between the two games, and quite frankly, this looks way more... Even while it is like kind of a cartoony style, it's not really cartoony. I can't explain it unless you go look at it. It does the art style really well. It's different. I'm happy to see something that steps out of the normal, you know. Like, yes, beautiful HD, realistic looking graphics is really good to have, obviously. But it's good to see a game developer to switch things up and try a different style, which is what they do with this game for sure. So that was one of the major things. The first thing you notice when you put the game in, you see the graphic style, you're like, wow, that's different, that's unique. So I really like the graphic style of this game. How do I feel about, you know, what topic do I want to cover next? There's so much I really want to talk about this game for. How do I feel about the gameplay itself? The game feels and plays very comfortably. I was able to jump right in and enjoy the game right away. There's like so much to really see and do. Actually, what am I doing? I'm like going on a point that I didn't even bring up. Sorry. Wow. Anyway, the gameplay. It's really easy to use. Well, so to speak. I never had any real glitches. There were no clipping or anything like that. It was nice, crisp flow. The FPS was really high, you know, frames per second I'm referring to. It was just a really good quality gameplay, and it was easy to use the controls that they gave you. So that was very little to say about it, but I didn't want to throw that out there. You're going to like the controls in this game as well, the gameplay, the feel of it. Okay, I want to talk about something rather huge here. I'm getting to it right now because a lot of people are waiting on it and they want me to talk about it. This game, obviously, can be played in single player and co-op. Now, depending how you play this game will affect how you feel about it, or at least how I feel about it, and how it's going to affect my review in the end. This game, yes, it can be played single player. No problem. However, it is recommended that you play co-op for many reasons. But before we really get into that, I would like to explain something that kind of factors in to the feel of the co-op in the game and the single player and the benefits of each one. Now this game is one of the key elements of this game is looting, basically loot. Picking up weapons, items, shields, whatever have you, from chests, dead bodies, rewards. The whole thing is like a loot hunter's dream, this game. You'll get loot after everything. Money, like I said, weapons, ammo, different shield abilities. It's awesome. Like, there's so much loot. You're gonna love it. It's so, like, the looting in this game is addicting. You're gonna constantly be wanting to do side missions to see what kind of loot you're gonna get. So that's what's so awesome about it. And that I'd like to advance on that. This game is long too. It is. I think the main campaign took me probably close. How long did it actually take me? I'm trying to think. My total thing was 42 parts, and most of my videos were, what was it? I'm going to do the math right now. I'm going to be exact. I know it's funny, but I'm going to do the math right now and let you guys know, how much, just a second. Let's see. So if it's 20 minutes times, let's say 42 parts, 840 minutes divided by 60. So it took me probably close to, it was probably about 15 to 16 hours probably, because some videos were half an hour or longer too. And to do the main campaign, I did side mission, yes, but not many. If you did everything, you're probably looking at around 30 hours. That's about right for the campaign. If you did all the side missions. Now, I would like to address something as a negative, but about that right now. Negatively in regards to the side missions. Yes, there's a lot of them. They're all pretty similar, to be honest with you. And I don't really like the fact what they do. Side missions, you see the reward. Yeah, you get experience, you get a weapon from it. They make you go all the way to one part of of Pandora, all the way back. You may not have a fast travel thing available to you, so you'll have to drive or walk or whatever all the way there just to get this tiny little thing that may not even be worth your time. So I felt some of the side missions were kind of like repetitive and kind of not. They didn't really keep my interest. That's why I like to focus on the single player or the story. Sorry, not the single player. The story, the main quest line of this game, opposed to the side missions. The side missions were mainly for leveling up. They're kind of a grinding thing. Nothing too overly interesting. Some of them, yes, the more side missions you get, the better weapons you get, and sometimes they are worth it and they're unique. But most of the time, they're just little bitch things to do while you're trying to get some cash or some experience to level up your character. On top of that, now, I'd like to go back to a positive note. You have 4 characters to choose from. And these 4 characters all have their unique abilities and, personalities even, And whichever one you pick, you can upgrade in whatever manner you want to. I think the modes were Guerrilla, Survival, and damn, there's one other one. But you can level up your character to however your style of gameplay. So for me, I played the Commando, which is the soldier class, which is Axton. And his main special ability was his turret, his portable turret, which was really awesome. It came in handy so many times. And you could upgrade the Guerrilla, which is basically focusing on the turret and basically, using that as your main source for killing. Or you could focus on Survival, which is mainly for your health and that sort of, basically things when it comes down to it, you're getting overwhelmed, you need to survive, abilities for that. Or you could focus on Attack. I can't remember the actual column name of it, but it basically improves your gun damage, your melee damage, your speed, your reload time, that sort of thing, to help you in your FPS combat. So various things, and you could scatter them. I kind of scattered mine. I know you can't get the best of the best, but I kind of scattered mine a little bit to get a little bit extra health, and I upgraded my Guerrilla, because I loved using the turret. The turret was awesome. So it was really cool that you could use all these different characters in whatever way you want. So if like you're more a stealth person, you could pick Zero, and his special ability is a big melee samurai sword pretty much. And you can use various things like that, and you can play to your play style. You're not limited to one play style. You're like, okay, you like stealth, here's a stealth guy. No, you can focus on whatever mode, whatever character. So there's 3 different ones for each character, so there's a lot of choice there. So I did like that about this game. Alright, I kind of got sidetracked. I would like to talk about the co-op versus the single player, because I pretty much said all I could about the game itself. Story mode isn't so much a factor in this game, sorry, the storyline, because it's not, the game isn't based around the storyline. While the storyline was pretty good, you don't really pay attention to it, because you're basically like so focused on playing with your friends, or whatever, that you're really focusing on the loot, and the weapons, and leveling up your character. Okay, so I'm going to talk about the single player versus co-op. Differences, benefits, negatives, positives, whatever, right? What's the better way to go? Okay, like I said, while you can play this solo, go through it by yourself, fine, diddly fine. I would highly not recommend it. This game is 20 times better in, sorry, I'm just hoping my head is in the frame, I can't tell. Is it in frame? Like my hair. Yeah, I don't know, whatever, who cares. Anyway, I don't know. Anywho, yeah, so like I said, I do recommend you go co-op in this game for a few reasons. Number one, in single player, say you get downed, like you're on the ground, you're in your last stand, sorry, and there's a problem. The only way you can get back up is if you kill somebody. What if you don't kill anybody? You're dead and you have to restart from your checkpoint. If you're in co-op, your buddy can come out at any time and help pick you back up. That's one of the things. What else do we have in terms of co-op? It's way more enjoyable. You get way better loot when you have more people. You level up faster when you're with more people. You have more fun when you're with more people, because you can dick around and do random stuff if you really like to. It's way easier, and I'm not saying that's a bad thing, like the challenge is still there, but the whole element of working together to defeat the enemy is so much more fun than just going in solo shooting the guy. Because you can use various characters and various abilities to defeat an enemy. So say for example, one set of guys, like my character, the commando, could use his turret to distract the guy while Zero goes around back or something like that. Or can't remember her name, but she plays the Siren. The Siren could like use her telekinesis type, for whatever you want to call it, levitation powers, to kind of isolate the guy while you all pump him. And then Salvador, the gunsmith, or is it gunsmith? I can't remember. The gunzinger or something like that. Whatever, gunzinger or whatever. Epic big guns, you know, just pump lead through them. Different tactics for each character. Way more enjoyable in that sense. It's like awesome in a co-op game, which leads me to kind of make an analysis based on solo. Every time I was forced to play solo, because I play with various co-op partners, and it would change almost every day due to schedule problems, right? So, when I had to play solo, I was not having much fun with the game, because it seemed like the enemies were way higher difficulty than me, even though it's supposed to adjust the difficulty with how many people are in your game. It really seemed like for example, I was a level 24, and these enemies were level 28, and I was supposed to be doing a mission that was for a level 19. So it didn't make any sense. I was having trouble with this one mission, and in the end I didn't really get all that much experience, because these guys were such a high level, which was weird to me, because it's supposed to refresh the difficulty of these enemies, but it never did. So that part was kind of unfortunate. But anyways, as soon as I jumped back into a co-op thing like that, I was having lots of fun, a blast. We were kicking ass, we were chewing gum, we were doing the whole works, right? So I was really happy about that, and I think the co-op is the way to go, definitely. It makes the game way more fun. You don't even realize time flies by, you're just having so much fun playing this game in a co-op. So, out of all those factors that I mentioned, wait, did I forget anything? I don't think so. I'm sorry, I'm just trying to recall. Because I made a mention I was going to do it, but damn. I'm just making sure I don't want to leave anything out, because when I go edit this thing, I'm probably going to be like, oops, I forgot that, damn it, whatever. Let's see. Sorry, I know, like, most of my stuff is, like, in my head, but I don't recite it, so it's all whenever I really think about it. That's why it's true and honest, sorry. So sometimes I forget what I'm going to say, but I think that was about it. I feel like there was another negative I wanted to bring out. But no, I think I covered it. Alrighty, so I covered it. Now, I'm going to rate this game in the best way possible. So how I think it should be played in a co-op space. This game, they don't mean you don't have to be co-op, but hell, they have a catchphrase that says, wait, I don't even know if it's on the box. No. Damn, it doesn't say. But the catch line was basically, hell's coming, bring friends, or something like that. War's coming, or something like that. So basically it's telling you it's best with friends. And from my personal experience, it is for sure. So in Borderlands 2, I'm going to tell you what I'm going to rate this thing. Like I said, as a co-op game with all the abilities and benefits and all the gameplay and the replay value, which is really good because of the side quests, if you enjoy them. I didn't like them all because they felt like they were kind of grinding or whatever, right? Kind of repetitive. But if you did like them and you're going to go back with friends, shoot the shit, you know, there's a lot of like funny Easter eggs in this game for sure. Definitely a great game to play with friends. So as a co-op game, I'm going to rate this game an 8.5 out of 10. Really solid. However, some of the missions get repetitive, and that's a big thing for me, even though you're playing as a group. However, if you're with friends, it does make it way more enjoyable to play these side missions. But this game is an 8.5 out of 10 for me for co-op. Now, a lot of people don't like co-op, or they don't have the ability to. Does that just mean you shouldn't buy this game? Absolutely not. If you enjoy co-op and that's your style, by all means, get this game, or solo, sorry. If you like going solo, usually that's for me, but this is one of those games that I do recommend a co-op for. Solo, however, in my personal preference, for single player in this game, I give it. God, I'm sorry. I just ate a little while ago, so I'm kind of hiccuping a bit. I don't want to be too brutal. You know what? I'm gonna give this game a 7 out of 10. It's not phenomenal solo. It actually feels too tough, and it's just like not as fun, you know, because the game is made pretty much for co-op. Even though you can do it single player, I'm not saying it's not made for single player. Calm down, but just the feel of it is for co-op. So as a co-op game, 8.5. As a single player game, 7. That's just how I feel, but the official ranking for me, in the best form, is an 8.5. So, that's it for Borderlands, the DanQ review for Borderlands 2. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope let you guys make a decision. Let me know what you thought of this game. If you enjoyed the walkthrough, playthrough, whatever. Leave a comment, subscribe, favorite this. It helps out a lot. So thanks for watching this review. I'll see you guys next time for more gameplay. Lots to come. So thanks again, guys. Take it easy. And I'll see you then.